Tiger Campbell, almost a perfect game there. Only one turnover. You guys are really hard to beat when he plays like that, it seems.
Yeah, I would agree, Ben. I talked to Josh just now on the radio. As we became a good team last year and went on our run, he grew up. He became a sophomore at some point towards the end of January and led the Pac-12 in assist to turnover. And his defense, I think, the difference now is, last year, conditioning-wise and coming off the knee, it's tough. And he's to do it all as a freshman. Not only, I thought his defensive ball pressure was as good as it's ever been today, combined with his almost perfect game on offense. So I would agree with you. When he plays like that, we got 20 assists tonight on 30 baskets. So I was really, really happy that we were able to find a rhythm offensively.
Beth, go ahead.
I think you're on mute. There you go.
Hello, there we go. Sorry. I don't know if you heard Gonzaga's had to now go ahead and suspend some of their upcoming games because of their COVID positive tests. I'm just wondering, do you get back to the locker room these days and just kind of let out a sigh of relief that, God, we got another game in, we got, one under our belt, and, when all this craziness is going on elsewhere?
No doubt, Beth. I don't want to get political on you, but I'm a believer that CDC and the guidelines and the masking and everything's out there for a reason. And I think one thing that I know that my family has learned in Cincinnati, and it's a proven fact, is you could test negative for 4 days but you've been positive for 4 days. It's just, that's why they're making quarantines up. And I hear coaches say, it's disappointing when I hear, well, we should just play. But you don't realize the silent spread is the problem with this virus. So, it is what it is. We're all trying to fight through it, Beth. But, I think that, I'm obviously on, as you can tell, listening to me talk where I'm at, in my opinion, on you have to be as careful as possible. You can always make games up. Basketball's not football, right? We don't have to travel 120 people and, like our Long Beach game, we're going to make it up. We're close to announcing a redo. You can play back-to-back in basketball. So, I just think that we're all better off being careful. And if you only play 20 games, you only play 20 games.
Mike, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, how you doing? You guys had a 40-22 lead at the half. Cal kind of, they came back a little bit the beginning of that second half. What did you say to the guys to just keep them at bay? You had a 20-point lead. It was down to 12.
Well, I was really happy that we didn't get tight offensively, Mike. Jaime hit a big three. Tiger made a big play. Chris did too. We kept playing. Teams, look, you're playing high major basketball in the Pac-12. They're going to make some shots now. You're not going to shut them out. So if you get to 76, we're going to be okay. So you got to keep there's a point in the game where you're not going to keep shutting them down. They had 5 straight trips where they cut it down to 12 because we had 5 straight trips where they scored at the foul line. That can't happen. You can't give up. You can't get scored on 5 possessions in a row. But if you keep scoring, that's the key. And I think that's going to be a big key for us this year. To be a real team, you've got to be able to keep pace with another team when they're putting the ball in the basket. I thought we showed poise offensively, and we didn't get tight, and we still shot it in, and then once we got some stops, we got it back up to 18-20.
Tarek, go ahead.
Coach, the first half was so good, 70%, kind of like Mike said, the score was really lopsided. I'm curious, what did you tell the guys at halftime? There had to have been something that you felt they needed to improve on. And then just the second part of my question is, they only had 5 free throws tonight. I mean, you got to be really happy with not only the great defense, but the fact that you guys weren't fouling.
Yeah, we defended without fouling, and also they only had 3 offensive rebounds on 27 misses. So we worked hard on our boxing out. We know they're a big, strong, physical team. The most irrelevant stat on a stat sheet is the halftime score. That's what, the loser you hear. I laugh and I tell the guys all the time, you hear, yeah, we were winning at half. That means you lost if somebody says that. So, we talk about strategy at halftime, what had hurt us, adjustments. We're well aware that Mark Fox's teams are not going to quit. I know him. I know, he's a friend. Trent Johnson's a friend over there. Chris Harriman, them guys can coach. They were not going to quit. That never entered our minds. So we just try to focus on adjustments, talk about things we're doing well, adjustments, some things we could do a little bit better. We had 8 turnovers at halftime, so we discussed that. We only had 3 in the second half, which was big because we had to score points because we weren't going to shut them out forever.
Final 2 questions for Coach here. Ben, go ahead.
Jalen Hill continued to show the way he can impact the game. And also he had a nice connection going offensively with Tiger with those alley-oops.
Yeah, I showed you how to catch those. It's about time he started doing it. I used to do it in high school, Ben, but, at the end of the day, his athleticism is a piece to our puzzle. Whether it's the rebounding, the lobs, the block shots, and his ability to move his feet defensively. But as Jalen Hill matures, as a team, and is able to focus and continue to improve, he's going to continue to improve as a player because he has the size and athleticism. He just got to continue to mature.
All right, final question here for Coach. Beth, go ahead.
Yeah, Mick, what was your understanding of that extended delay right after the second half started?
I think something was wrong with our clock. There was a malfunction. We ran a play for a layup. The clock didn't start. So then the score wouldn't change.